If not, you are the prototype. We'll tiptoe to the sun. Today is a lucky day, baby. Alexa, turn off the music. She's listening today. Oh, hey y'all. Hey beautiful people. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing? I hope you're well. Look, so usually I know I talk 90-day in personal development, but this week I want to try something new. Welcome to the first episode of Hang With Me, where we chill, we catch up, and we talk trending topics. And what better way to start it off than with the Met Gala 2025 blue carpet? I'm always so inspired after watching the stars walk the Met Gala carpet. And I also always have a bit of FOMO because I'm like, I want to be there. I want to go. What I love about the Met Gala is that it's about identity. It's about self-expression. It's a global stage where people visually declare who they are, what they believe in, and how they see themselves or want to be seen. There are no limits to what you can do. I mean, of course, there's some limits, but you can go big. And I want to talk about a few people who not only looked amazing in my eyes, but they stirred up something deeper within me. Seeing those people grace the carpet made me feel some type of way. These are the most unforgettable Met Gala looks, in my opinion. Unforgettable. This year's Met Gala theme was super fine, tailoring Black style, honoring the legacy of Black dandyism, a movement where style becomes a statement of identity, resistance, and pride. And must I say, this carpet reminded me of how fine Black men are. Not that I necessarily needed a reminder, but I was like, oh my goodness, these are some beautiful human beings. All right, I want to spotlight the first look that stirred something within me. Mindy Kaling. I'm calling what she gave us surprise icon energy. Not only is she on my best dressed list, I have two people and she is one of the two. Her look was tailored to a T, perfection in my eyes. But what stood out to me as I was watching the live stream of it, one of the commentators said, when did Mindy Kaling become a fashion icon? And I said, oh, actually, when did she? And last year she killed it at the Met too. She looked stunning. And it just made me think about how, one, sometimes we are things that the world has not recognized yet. We can always have known it, right? But the world is just now catching up to it, or might not be catching up to it yet. And then when we show up as that, they're shocked, like, oh my gosh. But in our heads, we're like, well, actually, I've been this all along. And maybe it wasn't at its fullest expression yet, but deep down, we know. Will Smith has this quote, and it's something along the lines of, I've always known I was an A-list Hollywood actor. Y'all just didn't know it yet. And Mindy, the commentator saying that made me think of, wow, we think she's just now showing up to the party, but for all we know, she's always considered herself as someone who is stylish and someone who is iconic in that way. And on the other hand, it could be a situation where she decided to be that and didn't need anyone's permission. She decided one day, actually, I'm going to lean more into my style. I'm going to be more expressive. I'm going to put more energy into my fashion choices. And that's also inspiring because sometimes I think we're scared to step out of the box we've put ourselves in, and we feel like we need permission or we need to explain why we're doing things differently instead of just showing up. You can wake up one day and decide, I am her. I am a style icon. Welcome to the party. So Mindy, I think she looked stunning. I think she nailed the theme to a T. But most importantly, it made me reflect on how someone can step into their era when they decide it's time. Next step, I mentioned I had 2 people on my best dressed list. Second is Miss Lauryn Hill. My goodness. When she stepped out on that carpet, first of all, I said, oh my gosh, Lauryn, you're here and you're on time. That was a joke. Probably an unnecessary one, but Lauryn is known for being late. Y'all know. But she was on time and she stunned in this butter yellow suit. She embodied dandyism with such grace. The Ghanaian designer holding the umbrella, which from my research in Ashanti tradition symbolizes royalty and protection. And what it evoked in me, just seeing her hit the carpet, is, I want to say, effort. And what I mean by that is Lauryn Hill has not put out a new body of work in years. But anytime she shows up, even if it's late, the respect is there. And when we align with who we truly are, our authentic nature, and express that, she was so vulnerable with her music. I mean, I think about Zion and how just open she was with her lyrics. When we show up in that way, the work echoes long after it's released. Next up, the enigma we needed, Andre 3000. When he came out with that piano on his back and the trash bag, of course, I'm like, he's gonna tell a story. Of course he is. And initially I'm thinking, oh, he's carrying music on his back and he's putting out the trash or something like that. But now we know that the night of the Met Gala, he also dropped his album, which is another instrumental album. His last piece of work was an instrumental as well. This one is focused on his freestyles on the piano. I'm so glad Andre was there, because if you ask me, he is the epitome of dandyism. I think back to Shake It Like a Polaroid Picture, that music video, and he's just always been really expressive and free when it comes to his style, not trying to stick to what is considered masculine or cool. I've always really admired that about Andre. He doesn't just make art, he is art. And he's so courageous when it comes to creating. And I feel that anytime I see him, it's just that reminder to be courageous, because as his ex-partner, Erykah Badu, once said, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. It takes a lot of vulnerability. Even now, y'all, I'll be real. Content creators, I mean, it's to put yourself out there consistently week after week to try new things like this. It takes a level of vulnerability. For me, I like to be seen. I like to be visible, to be part of important conversations and interesting conversations. I like that. At the same time, I'm also pretty reserved. And to consistently put myself out there each week, like I have vulnerability hangovers at times. But Andre 3000 and creators that create from the heart like Lauryn Hill, to me, just prove that there are so many rewards, you know, to be reaped when you really stay authentic and express yourself with courage. Andre is out here doing what the heck he wants to do. He said he was gonna name this album that he put out on Monday the best worst rap album in history. On his Instagram, he says it's jokingly the worst rap album in history because there are no lyrics on it at all. It's the best because it's the freest emotionally and best I've felt personally. It's the best because it's like a palate cleanser for me. They always say when you create, I think Brene Brown said this, someone said it, but they were talking specifically in regard to writing. When you write, as a writer, a great author writes for themselves, not with the audience in mind. And Andre 3000, I think, does a beautiful job at that. So just seeing him again just reminds me to have the courage to create authentically. And I love how he expresses himself. All right, next up, throw it up, throw it up. Watch it all fall down. The blueprint of unapologetic living.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I didn't ask for you. Did I say Alexa? Alexa, why are you listening to me?
You ain't gotta be creeping.
I'm designed to protect your privacy. On Echo devices.
Okay, enough. Okay. All right, Alexa, enough.
I don't wanna do this anymore.
Rihanna, man. First of all, she announces her pregnancy hours before she hits the Met Gala carpet. She shows up extremely late, which she's done in the past, and no one has a problem with it. They actually wait because it's like, oh, Rihanna can come at any time. Shows up pregnant, kills the theme per usual. But more than that, it makes sense why God made her famous. Because, and just go with me here, Rihanna's presence is so inspiring. The way she operates in the world, her ability to unapologetically be herself and do what she wants, regardless of what the world is pressuring her to do. It's so inspirational. We need people who are visible, that embody that energy, because unconsciously it gives us permission to do the same. So many people are saying, Rihanna, give us an album. She's busy creating a life.
Literally.
She could have been scared and said, oh no, my career, I'm pregnant again and people want these things from me. I don't know the woman. I don't know if she thought those thoughts, but the way she chooses to show up doesn't feel like she thought those thoughts. And it just doubles down on the fact that she trusts what she's built. She knows her worth and she doesn't have to prove anything. And she just continues to stretch our rubber band, as some may call it, on the idea of what it looks like to truly live for you. My true Rihanna fans know this song, Question Existing.
By the way,
I'm calling her Rihanna now because apparently that's how you're supposed to pronounce her name, even though it feels more comfortable, or, to say it Rihanna, but she says it's Rihanna, so we're gonna go with Rihanna. She has this song called Question Existing. I want to sing the lyrics because that's how you can get the flow, but if I sing it, it feels like I'm going to try to actually sing, and yeah, I'm not singing this song. Let me try. Don't judge my singing, guys, okay? Take off my shirt, loosen the buttons and undo my skirt. Don't be laughing at me. Stare at myself in the mirror. Pick me apart piece by piece. Sorrow decrease, pressure release. I put in work, did more than called upon, more than deserved. When it was over, did I wind up hurt? Yes, but it taught me before a decision. Ask this question first. Who am I living for? Is this my limit?
Yes.
I'm almost done. Can I endure some more chances I'm given? Question existing. I don't know who wrote the song. I'm not about to look that up right now. But that, to me, those lyrics in particular, are what Rihanna embodies. Like, one day she decided to look in the mirror. I don't know if she's always been like this as a kid, or if her mom or women around her embodied this sense of confidence. But it seems like one day she looked in the mirror and said, actually, I've done enough. I've done a lot. I've actually given more. And who am I living for? I want to live for me. And Rihanna is living for her. And I just love how most of us, I've seen the comments, are really excited about baby number 3. I hope it's a girl. I hope it's a girl. That'll be so cute. She'll have 2 big brothers. But yeah, anytime Riri steps on a carpet, she gives us something to feel, not just to see. And I aspire to be a woman like that. I love her. All right, last but definitely not least, Late bloomer elegance. Tyler Perry looking like royalty at the Met Gala. What stood out to me about Tyler being there is that this was his first time. This was also Lauryn Hill's first time at the Met Gala. But this was Tyler Perry's first time at the Met Gala, and what a debut. His presence on the carpet just reminded me how there is just divine timing to things. At least that's what I believe, and that's the way I operate in my life. There's a timing to things, and it makes sense for him to be there and to be the Tyler Perry he is, the billionaire Tyler Perry who is just creating content for the masses consistently, to be there honoring Black men's style. I think it's just a beautiful experience to add to his layered story. And me, one day I hope to walk the carpet. I do, I'm claiming it. I will walk the Met Gala carpet. It feels so vulnerable saying it to y'all though. But I hope that this inspires you to claim your dream to the world. I mean, that doesn't mean going around telling everybody what you're doing or what you want to do, but to claim what you want and not be afraid of the people who might smack their teeth or have doubts, and just know, like, hey, at the end of the day,
I believe.
we have the beautiful gift and ability to co-create with God in this life and say what you want. Now, if it doesn't happen, you just trust, okay, that wasn't the best route for me. But put it out there, ask for it, and ask big. Ask for what you want, and then I always end it with, above all, your will be done. You never know. Sometimes we're the ones that just have to get into alignment with the big, what we think is big at least, or what appears to be big dreams. And yeah, anything can happen. Anything can happen. I just want the best to happen for me. Just the best, whatever is best. That doesn't mean the biggest, that doesn't mean the most shiniest. That means the most authentic, aligned. That means the most aligned, yeah. All right, y'all, thanks for hanging with me. This was fun. This was a first. And we'll keep playing around. That's the thing, too. Being a content creator, I keep reminding myself, play, have fun. You know, figure out what you like, try new things. And I appreciate those of you who are on this journey with me and not trying to put me in a box, you know? I don't like boxes. I like to be free. So, yeah. I love y'all. I hope you're having a good day. I wish you can talk back to me sometimes. I guess you can in the comments, but maybe I'll do a live at some point. We could do a hang with me live. That'll be fun. So we can actually talk. All right. I will see you later.